last time on Hero Squad, Under the Dragon Shadow.
Emerging through the bottom of the clouds, you saw the roost slowly descending, flames billowing from it, and you also saw several shapes approaching towards you from the skies.
I'm going to attempt to do 2 attacks, but the first attack I'm going to attempt to have it be Thunderous Smite.
Then you swung and boom, yeeted her right off.
I'm going to cast Crown of Madness.
The crown popped over the head, eyes straight forward. Just stabs it straight down, right into the griffin's head, and they plummet.
I grab her by the hair.
Dirty.
I'd be like, don't touch my sister again. And I just...
And then I'm going to attack my rapier, and I'm going to do a sneak attack.
And then, like, your sword just comes straight out his eye.
Ew.
Combat has ended.
If we're doing a controlled descent, I want to see where we're descending to.
Okay.
So I'm going back up.
One thing really catches your eye. Big flash of light. And as that flash of light goes, the ship actually kind of like drops real far, real fast, and then kind of catches itself again. And in the distance, you now see where once it was not, a massive tower.
On the continent of Khorvaire, a chance encounter brought 4 intrepid travelers together on the road to adventure. Though they began as strangers, they soon became known as the Hero Squad.
Combat has just finished. Y'all are descending over an area that I will now reveal to you as Southern Karnath or the Northern Talenta Plains. And as you were descending, Atlas, you saw in the distance something glimmer, and then a tower just appeared. It just appeared out of nowhere in the middle of the plains. You can see it plain as day. There it is.
Like how we could presumably maybe land there, or like how far away?
It's with y'all descending right now, there's no way you could make it that far.
Yeah.
Like it's way out there. Okay. Right?
That wasn't there a second ago.
No, right?
No.
Like, it was just like it was something twinkling.
Good tower or bad tower?
I feel like when the flash happened, our engine seized, so I'm gonna say bad tower.
What do you
I was down in the hold.
Yeah, we're down there like
Brittany! Christina!
I'm busy, Rhaegar. What do you need?
We got a situation up.
We have a situation down here.
Magic
in the
tower. Aft, port, starboard. It's up here.
Paint me a picture with your words.
It's a magic tower.
I go up the stairs.
All right, so you go up.
Yeah.
You look.
Yes. Wow, that is a tower.
Right?
Yeah.
See?
But it wasn't there moments ago.
It wasn't there?
No. It
Look,
just
I know we were busy fighting, but I don't remember.
Like
No.
there was twinkles, and then pop.
Literally nothing's there. Tower.
Can I roll to see if I know anything about it?
Sure.
Ugh.
You wouldn't necessarily recognize it in particular.
Okay.
And it's dark. It's way in the distance. You can kind of see it, but like it's far off. You're not seeing a lot of details.
Does it look foreboding? Is it kind of like a Tower of Sauron kind of a thing? Like,
no,
would
it actually quite the opposite. Like
Is it
very majestic almost.
Is it still twinkling?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Like silver kind of in the distance, right? Like it sort of like looks like it's like bathed in moonlight kind of thing, you know?
I talked to Dragus.
Even though you're below
Poetic.
the cloud line.
And I guess already, is the ship heading towards it or no?
No, you're kind of going like,
Yeah.
you're kind of like circling down the drain right below you.
Oh, that's not good. We're dying.
Dragus, good job on, the not hard crashing here. Appreciate it. There's a tower that just popped in out of nowhere.
What?
Yeah. Like over in...
Holy crap! What? What is that?
I don't know. I think it might have something to do with why our elemental in the engine room is freaking
You
out.
don't have anything like that on your charts?
No. Definitely not there. No.
Wait, Ravo. I'm asking Ravo.
Sure.
Like,
So Ravo's down below still, so you yell him to
Hey,
him.
Ravo, can you come upstairs real quick? I got questions.
Yes. How can I help?
So, you travel back and forth between Chalupa and Stormhome. So,
Yes.
you ever seen anything like that tower?
That is bizarre.
It's quite beautiful.
I've seen towers like that before, but never here. These are the Talenta Plains.
Is there no towers in the Talenta Plains?
Nothing like that, no. That should be miles away.
Wait, what do you mean by miles away? Like, you've seen it before, but you've seen it miles away?
Well, yes, it looks like a Fey tower.
Oh.
But they've been trapped in numerous locations throughout Eberron since the last war.
Well, we're crashing, and we could probably use a place to stock up on supplies, fix the ship. We should probably go to the tower?
Oh, I don't know if that would be a good idea.
Are the Fae...
In the middle of
I
the
don't know
night?
a lot about Fae, but are they...
Well,
are they
as
cool?
an elf, you are.
You are
Yeah,
Fae.
you are
Fey.
descendant of Fey.
Oh,
I mean,
guess.
that explains a lot.
But
though, Rhaegar, don't worry.
honestly, that would probably still be a genuine Rhaegar reaction. Like, what's
What's a Fae? I only know life in Fairhaven, and then a lot of this has been new to me in the last year or so.
Remind me when I'm done mending things. I'll tell you a nursery rhyme that will make you.
You're not here
understand.
for this.
She's yelling.
I'm yelling from the.
Through that little tube
Yeah,
thing.
I can hear everything you're saying.
It's very tinny sounding.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I take my sock and I shove it into the Put my boot back on.
So now there's just like it's just like muffled like
It doesn't stop. It keeps going.
just constant for the whole descent. So you guys continue to spiral down, and you eventually come to a nice soft landing. You can see now, not too far from you, the roost similarly did not make as controlled of a landing. Looks like it crashed pretty hard.
On fire still?
And there's still fire. Yeah.
Okay.
So what?
Maybe
You can see a lot of the soldiers and the griffins are on the ground, like away from it.
Okay.
One of them, comes over to Ravo, and they start having a conversation. Sounds very logisticy, like right, and what now, kind of thing.
yeah.
I want to basically go through the ship and find any materials, like any inventory we could take.
The other ship,
No, our ship.
our ship. Okay.
Yeah, I want to start going through our ship and grabbing anything that's useful to us.
Yeah. What are you looking for?
Is there any crossbows and stuff like that on the ship?
You want crossbows?
Yeah. I mean, there should be basic
I
stuff.
grab a couple of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a couple crossbows.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give one to
One
Rhaegar.
for each hand.
Okay.
I come up like, Rhaegar,
Or are
look
these
what I
like
found.
are these the one-handed crossbows, like the person shot at you,
Yeah.
or is it the two-handed kind?
No, one-handed ones.
A hand crossbow.
I give one to Rhaegar.
Is
Look what
they're
I
called.
found.
Just so happens I'm proficient in this weapon.
I have a +1 to this. That is good. Everybody roll a perception check.
Wow, I have been rolling so
Ooh,
bad.
I perceive nothing.
12.
I got 6.
It's a crit fail.
Crit fail for you.
You're just
Would this be
that crossbow.
what's it called? The
Passive perception.
Passive
Yes. Yes.
then it's a 14. for
Okay.
me.
It's foggy, snowing. The snow is kind of picking up, actually. Atlas, you notice in the distance a couple pinpricks of light.
In the direction of the tower, or like which direction?
Sort of in that direction. And remember, as you were, spiraling down, you did remember also seeing some forts and things
forts and
around,
stuff.
right?
Yeah.
In that direction, you definitely see a couple of little beacons of light kind of poking out. Again, snowfall and everything, making it a little difficult to see.
Yeah.
But you can see it out there. But otherwise, you're basically looking at
Pitch black.
pitch black with a little bit of fog, snow on the ground, clouds above your head. Is not looking great. But a lot of y'all have night vision.
Yeah.
So you can still see pretty well.
Yeah.
But fog, right?
Yeah.
But that's the time of day it is. That's the kind of the setting.
Have we determined if the snow is toxic yet?
No, it's fine. So what you notice though about the snow is when it touches your skin and whatnot, it's uncomfortable. Yeah, there's just a little bit. It's almost think of if you're kind of having a little bit of an allergic reaction on your hand or something like that. Just that little bit of constant itchiness.
I grab my goth umbrella.
Okay.
Okay. I think I want to talk to Ravo.
Yeah.
Be like, hey.
Yes.
So
Atlas.
now that we've crashed, is the plan to sort of bunker down here, or should we try to make our way to a town?
Well, we could all try and get into the ship and hold up here.
Wouldn't we be sitting ducks though? Especially since there may be more griffins out there.
That is what I worry about. I would
Because
like to get...
the roost is a giant bonfire.
Yeah. I would like to get our injured somewhere safe. if
How
we
many
could.
injured do we have?
It's the pretty much everybody that was on the roost is
Oh, wow.
pretty beat up.
Okay.
So yeah, Ravo's like, I think I'll send one of them nearby to try and find a nearby town or something. We'll send them into the night, but
I think I see lights in that direction. It's the only thing that I can see in any way. But
Yes.
pretty sure I see twinkling lights over there.
well, we could head out into the night and see if we could find some shelter.
How many griffins are left?
I mean, as far as that are going to be going with you, just one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just his.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's a better idea for us to at least stay the night and recover before we go wandering off into the darkness?
With that ship on fire,
Yeah.
pretty soon it's going to explode or burn down or something, and that elemental is going to get loose, and I would not like to be anywhere around here.
I'm also concerned that whoever attacked us might be looking for us because we don't know what happened to the other two. They could be coming back
That is
around.
very
We are
true.
a giant, basically.
And with the problems that we were having with our own ship, I don't necessarily feel safe just staying there either.
Do we know what the closest town is then?
No, I'm not exactly sure where we are.
Do you know how many hats I have to leave if we leave this again?
Ooh, do you have like a really big hat that would be good in the snow?
I mean, I have several big hats. Do you want my fancy cowboy hat?
I do want your fancy cowboy hat, yes.
I run inside and I grab my fancy cowboy hat, and it's like giant pink with rhinestones.
I'm actually imagining one of those styrofoam cowboy hats that you get at football
It's not
games.
styrofoam. It is
fancy.
like it's legit. But yes, it's about that size.
Okay.
Does anyone else need a large hat?
No,
Are you sure, Rhaegar?
I don't want to mess my hair up.
I would love a hat.
All right.
Don't do it.
I find the biggest like sun hat that I have.
He's going to become the new Hex.
Who's
You
Hex?
start giving him hats, and then something terrible happens.
Yeah, someone has to replace hats.
Your hats cause terrible things to happen?
No.
just hers
I
does.
just like dressing people in my hats.
The last new person we gave hats to,
He was our Warforged friend. He
he
went
turned
back to his
evil.
owner.
It's fine. Here.
Ah!
And it's a big,
Yeah.
a tan hat with like a scarf tied around it.
There's this just huge, like, dragonborn dude, and just like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So do we start walking towards the town?
I think that those of us who are capable, we should head in that direction together.
Okay.
Dregus, Ranspur, and the others will set up camp near here,
Okay.
and we'll return to them when we can.
You could leave them your taco hut.
I can't, actually. I would have to stay.
Would you?
Yes, because I have to cast the spell.
Do we
I
have
have
any
to
kind
be
of
in
like
the hut for 8 hours.
any kind of like stones? What are they? Are they the seer
Oh,
stones?
yeah, like the talking stone
yeah,
things? Yeah.
that we can give to them so they can be in communication with us.
No, but you would have like some like flare type stuff, you know?
Okay.
And, there with the flare kit kind of thing, it's a bunch of little like kind of like you pull them and they shoot fireworks kind of deal.
Also, I pack a lot of wine with me
Of course.
in my
It's assumed.
my knapsack.
It is
yeah.
assumed.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Once again, bedazzled and wine,
Yeah.
assumed.
Good. Excellent. Love it.
Okay, so y'all head off deep into the middle of the night, leaving behind your pals.
Yeah.
They set up a little camp. You help them. You kind of make sure everybody's okay. Y'all did a little bit of mending to make sure that not mending, but the healing wounds, trying to at least stabilize
Right.
those who are pretty injured. So everybody seems fine. And they're far enough away that you hope that if anything were to happen to the airship, they would be okay, right? Because that's the one main fear right now is that
Yeah.
any of those airships could do something. So you head off through the snow. The snow picks up here and there. I mean, it's pretty awful. The just like it's cold. It's uncomfortable. It's not a nice place where
Ugh, this is awful.
and cold.
It's very cold.
I hate being cold.
But you look so cozy in your muffler.
I am, but my nose is so cold it could fall off at any minute.
Where's your scarf?
Okay, fine. I can put my scarf on.
Then she can't complain about it.
You put your scarf on.
So, Brittany, when are you getting out of this goth phase?
This
Well,
is
I
how
don't think that this
feel,
situation's
Christina.
going to help because, I mean, it's even depressing me.
I can see you now with the dark eye makeup.
No, that's just dirt.
So yeah, you continue on your journey. And now as you're getting closer to these lights, you can see a chunk of stable lights. They're always there. And now you actually notice that some are moving around. There's a couple that seem to be like kind of moving around, patrolling maybe.
Okay.
Can I roll to see if I know what these lights are?
Okay.
So I think I know what they are. That is a 14.
No. You don't know anything, and it's because you're not that familiar with this area.
How close are we to?
So you might think you know what they are.
So I think they're dancing lights.
Yeah. So you think they're dancing lights.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can think that.
Yeah.
Is it possible to tell how close we are to the stable lights?
I mean, I would say at this point, you're within a quarter mile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still pretty far out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you can see it. It's there. It's definitely within walking distance. You'll be there soon.
Okay.
And then as you're getting even closer, you can clearly see one of the lights getting a little bit closer to y'all. And what you see is that it's actually casting a little bit of light onto something that is carrying that light. And you notice this massive, hulking, mechanical, monstrosity that is slowly lumbering around.
Hey, Revo?
Shh.
Hey, Revo.
Yes.
Is that a giant walking Wartorn?
Warforged, you mean?
Warforged.
No, it is something much darker.
Do you know what it is?
I believe that it belongs to the necromancers of Karnath.
What?
Necromancers.
What?
Shh. Be quiet. I believe it's one of their monstrosities. They send them around to gather corpses in order to utilize them. Are you not familiar with Karnath?
Can I roll to see if I'm familiar
I can
with
tell you
Karnath?
that I'm familiar with the names of some of these forts, and these forts don't sound so great.
I'm looking at a map and I'm wishing I wasn't here.
15?
Oh, 8. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know anything.
I guess I'll...
Yeah, everybody else.
17.
Okay.
that is a 13 plus whatever.
Okay. So, Rhaegar, as soon as you heard Karnath, you suddenly were like, "Oh no!" Right? Conspiracy.
I read these books when I
Yeah.
was a kid.
You didn't read.
I had these books read to me.
So yeah, it's like your conspiracy mindset immediately sets in because you've heard about Karnath, right? During the last war, they used necromancy to bolster their armies. So they had massive armies of bone soldiers and all kinds
Oh,
of...
cute.
They were not cute.
Skeletons are cute.
No, not these ones.
And so you would know that, for a time, Karnath was just all about it. Just yep, necromancy's totally cool, and we're going to raise the dead all we want, and we're going to utilize them to our ability.
You're thinking of a perfectly polished skeleton. These ones had half a face dripping off of them.
Listen, Goth Brittany.
Listen,
Not that cute.
Listen, Goth Brittany thinks that skeletons are cute.
So as you guys are
Yeah.
having this conversation, you continue to see the hulking behemoth thing kind of keeps going off into the distance.
Yeah.
I would like to.
And then every now and then, it stops, and you see it slam its hand into the ground, and then, and you basically see it pull whatever it grabbed off of a giant spike on its hand and put it onto spikes on its shoulders. And that's when you realize that these giant hulking shoulders that you see it carrying and swaying back and forth are just stacked high with bodies.
Oh, God.
And we're turning around and going somewhere else.
I want to
You
test.
just said it was cute.
I said skeletons are cute, not putting bodies on spikes.
I want to test a theory.
I pick
Does
up.
it involve us leaving?
I pick up a rock, and then I toss it into the field opposite the hulking monstrosity to see if I can distract it.
It seems completely unaffected.
Okay.
But again, it's not coming towards you.
Right.
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 It's kind of walking away. So,
So
it
seems to be like an automaton.
Yeah,
It's completely mindless.
seems it was no response.
I don't know if this thing's going to really notice us if we walk around it.
Yeah, but do we want to continue going in this
It's a
direction to begin
sentinel.
with?
Yeah.
If we keep going that direction, we might just find the people that are wanting to use these automatons.
Look, we're living. We're of no use to a necromancer.
until we're dead.
Yeah, but once we're dead, we're just another dead body. And those, they can get anywhere. It's not like our corpse is something special to them.
I don't know. I think
it's convenient for our corpses or our bodies to walk to them.
All I'm saying is necromancers are people too. And they can be dealt with.
Ravo? Have you dealt with necromancers before?
I tend to avoid them.
Okay.
Our ship is broken down in the middle of nowhere. And as far as I know, there's nobody else around here except for necromancers.
Do we see a town, or do we just see the lights of these automatons?
No, you see those lights, but there's the lights that are stable. I mean, like, so you assume those are just sitting somewhere.
How long were we like walking to get to this location?
Hour.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're only like an hour away. We could go an hour in the opposite direction and find something that has less bodies on spikes.
Yeah, but I don't know if there is. I mean,
Yeah, you didn't. You.
I mean, these are the plains. These are the Talenta plains. It's just empty as far as I know.
Yeah, and these are the only lights we saw. Well, I'm interested in finding out why the bodies, and I'm also interested in finding shelter. So, should we?
Christina, have we ever sang for necromancers before?
Saying for necromancers?
Yeah.
Well, no, we typically avoid them.
How would you know if you did?
What? You think that they just wear hats that say
Not a
necromancer on them? I mean, just because you have a cowboy hat that says fancy cowboy hat on it.
Oh, I do. That's me.
I feel like
You do.
everybody, likes to toot their own horn sometimes.
I mean, let's be real. You kind of look like a necromancer right now.
Oh, do you think so?
I think you can pull it off, actually. Yeah.
So maybe you go first.
I mean, I do know some necromancy.
Excuse me?
What? I do. What is it? Blindness, deafness is a necromancy spell.
I'm sorry, was that an owl?
I didn't say anything.
Is that...
Nope, that's not an owl.
That sounds like a car. Beep, beep.
So all around you now, you suddenly start to see like little eyes in the distance popping up.
I like eyeballs.
Suddenly, no, like things with eyes,
Like the reflection of eyes.
Yeah, the reflection of eyes back at you. Right, you guys have night vision, right?
Yeah.
So what you do see now is while you were arguing and yelling and making all this noise, that there definitely seem to be a lot of creatures that are interested in you now, and all coming at you in the direction that you came from.
Fun.
We can't go back there now.
I can let you go back there if you want to. I'm going this way.
Fine, let's go.
And you can see that the hippogriff is suddenly like all of its feathers are like standing up, and it's like monitoring. Right? Yeah. He's much more concerned. Didn't seem as concerned when the giant hulking thing was walking around. Now concerned.
Yeah.
All right, we should go.
All right, so you guys continue heading in that direction.
Heading towards the hulking.
Can we like walk around the body, pick her up?
Yeah, it's way over there now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was just walking by, and y'all saw it.
All right.
So you continue to walk forward, and as you do, these things are still following you.
Yeah.
You can hear them all around. Every now and then you look, and you can see them just kind of on the edges of the fog.
When we stop, do they kind of stop with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can see that they're kind of like pressing, and every now and then you'll see something kind of like a little bit closer, and the hippogriff will kind of like at it, and then it kind of dips away.
I want to cast prestidigitation.
Okay.
Every time something gets close to us, I want to like fart bomb it. I basically, like, I want to create, like, it's a cantrip.
Okay.
It's basically, I want to create something that smells really awful so that it kind of just.
What is
stays
it with
away.
you and making things smell bad all the time?
It's an animal.
We have to smell this stuff.
It's far away.
So the only thing I will say to that is that sometimes those types of smells attract animals.
Yeah, because that's what happened with the badgers.
Yeah, remember the dead badgers? They loved that.
But so
The dead badgers loved it.
Wasn't it dead badgers or something?
well the dire badgers.
Yeah.
I want to make like a smell that's really like acrid, like something that doesn't smell like a dead animal, but like it smells awful.
Like you can make anything. You can make like a Jack in the Box just go bah.
Probably like the smell of bleach or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But anyway, you are doing what you can whenever you can to kind of try and scare these things off. And yeah, every now and then you'll see like one of them, like you'll hear like maybe like a yelping type noise, something like that, and then like kind of a scurrying. But they do not seem that deterred.
Okay.
I also cast prestidigitation on us to make it smell better. Just on us.
So
You cast away, I cast on us.
So now
It's defense.
you are continuing to move forward, and now finally, this structure comes into view. What you saw in the distance was a fort, right?
Okay.
Okay.
This particular fort, though, is one of very notorious reputation.
Oh, good.
And you notice that all along the walls, stacked all the way high, bones.
Oh, good.
Bones covering every surface. It looks as if this entire fort is built from bones. Standing in front of it, almost forming a wall around the wall, you see dozens of zombies, skeletons, etc., all standing perfectly still with a pole arm or some type of weapon in their hands, all just perfectly still, just staring forward. That's what you see in front of you. There is also a door that you can see that is not, it is guarded on all the sides, but like you could enter into this door.
I would like to knock on the door.
You're going to walk up
Before
past
you do,
the zombies.
Ravo, do you recognize this place?
I believe that this is the Bone Fort. One of Karnath's remaining war stocks in case they turn to their old ways again.
Probably better than the zombie fort, but by the looks of it, probably not.
Oh no, the zombie fort's supposed to be much more pleasant than this place. This is the one you don't want to see.
I don't know, Brittany.
What?
Is it cute?
I mean, the skeletons are really cute.
So again,
She's
as
in
you
her
guys
goth face,
and as you guys are talking about this, as you're discussing, you can still hear
Yeah.
the things all around you, and
We
they're getting
should probably
closer.
get inside as soon as
closer.
possible.
I don't know if I want to walk that close to the bone zombies.
I'm doing it.
I'm gonna start to walk
Okay.
cautiously.
Yes. So
towards the
as
door.
you're walking forward, after a certain point, as you take a step, you see all of the heads and turn towards you.
Okay. So
And now they're all following.
I start to walk slowly, cautiously. They're still watching me, right?
Mm-hmm.
How close am I to the door?
You're right up at the door.
All right.
I push Rhaegar a little bit.
So now,
Are
as
you right
you
behind him?
yeah.
as you get up to the door, right, there are one guard on either side of it, and their spears block the doorway, right? So they're making an X. Mm-hmm. But again, nothing else. They're just kind of staring.
Okay, so I just kind of lean past it and knock on the door.
And you kind of hear nothing for a little while, and like a dingling, like a bell, kind of thing. You hear
There's a bell, you
You hear
guys.
some noises kind of going on. Are y'all all getting closer? Are y'all
guess-
getting to the door? Or
I
what?
mean, I'm like right behind
She's
Rhaegar.
been right behind him. I guess now that I see that they're not getting murdered, I walk up.
Okay. So you're all getting closer. It's the same deal. They're all like all these zombies and skeletons and things. They're all just staring at you. The hippogriff is getting real agitated. Real agitated.
Hey, Ravo, maybe you should tie the hippogriff up out there a ways.
I don't know if the hippogriff wants to be out with those creatures that we saw.
Right, but I don't want it to startle any of these zombies and skeletons.
But I
be
want
okay.
it to be.
He'll be okay.
Do you have any, HIPAA Valium that you can give them?
Hippovalium? Ah, yes, the Hippovalium spell. Every animal handler knows that. But no, you can see he's calming.
Okay.
He's calming, but and out of nowhere, suddenly out of the darkness that was surrounding you and everything, just dozens of wolves just charge at you.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and just suddenly, it's the moment. They're coming, and one of them actually runs and leaps and is going right for you, and then a spear catches it right in the side of the head, and all the skeletons and zombies suddenly spears forward, and they just start skewering all of the wolves. There is now an army of skeletons that have descended and surrounded all of these creatures and kill every single one of them. And once they stop, they return to their initial position, turn around, back into position.
Rhaegar, do you need a wolf's foot?
I'm way ahead of you, and I'm literally sawing the foot off. I was really gonna do that.
All right, so are you really?
Yes.
Okay, you did it.
Yes.
You got yourself a little wolf's foot.
Yep, and then I just take a bit of string and tie it around.
It's still bloody and warm.
And you can also hear now in the distance.
Oh, it's coming. It's gonna get the wolf bodies.
And it's coming in your direction.
Knock,
Now,
I knock
yeah,
louder.
You're knocking on the door.
Come in.
And you can see creeping slower, closer and closer and closer, 2 of those corpse collecting monstrosities. And you can see them kind of on the edge of where all those wolf corpses are. And yeah, you see them just start spiking everything. They're just covering themselves in all of these wolf corpses. Behind you, the door opens.
What?
And you see a woman. She looks maybe in her 30s or something like that. And she says, "Oh, visitors."
Is she human?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we don't get you out here too often. What brings you to the Bone Fort?
This episode of Hero Squad has been brought to you in huge part thanks to the generous contributions of these incredible people over at patreon.com. If you guys want to add your name to the list, gain some amazing rewards, and help us out in the process, click that link down below. Thanks for your continued support, and we'll catch you guys next time.